Welcome to the Fatherhood Show. On this show, we have some list of questions that we want to want you to share your thoughts on them as a father. But firstly, we'd like you to introduce yourself.
I'm Olawale Karim.
My name is YJ.
Okay, so you can pick a question.
Okay. What's the question saying?
What is one value or principle you hope your children carry with them for life? I think
That's a tough one.
that should be integrity. Maybe because I'm a finance person, over the years, work as an auditor and at the same time work as an accountant. This basically speak more about what I've done in life. Integrity speak more how honesty you are, how you carry your activities, how you work. So basically, I think integrity is what I will want my children to actually take on in their life. Do you have any idea to say this?
I would say discipline. Discipline is what would keep everybody to be focused. You get what I'm saying? Because it's discipline that will make you, wake up at the time you're supposed to wake up, get certain things done. So I'm big on discipline, self-discipline.
Okay. Can you your question?
All right. This is what does being a good father mean to you today compared to when you first became a dad? What does being a good father mean to me today? Being a good father to me today means being present. Before now, there was always something to do after work, weekends, but now I'm just, creating time to, bond with my daughter, spend time with her basically.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Being a father is one of the tedious tasks, right? It's so engaging, right? It's an activity that you just have to engage a lot of things, right? I would say for me, right, I've carried on this task as I've seen it as something that I don't have option. I just have to beat. Being a responsible and a responsive father is not something that's easy at all. It takes it takes an extreme kind of extreme and kind of mindset where you build yourself to become a person that you actually want to be. And not only that, as a father, you have to always show like be like a frame that your daughter, your son, anybody, your children can actually look at you and be like, I want to be like my father. And this is something that is not actually easy at all. I've seen it's very great to me having a son and having a daughter at the same time. It's not something that is easy, but over time, I've always see things that give me joy. In fact, there are many times I want to give up. When I look at them, I feel like no, you don't have to give up because I can see from them alone, give me joy, give me laughter, give me a lot of things in life. I think I'm so happy that I'm a father. Yeah.
Amazing.
Right.
When do you feel most appreciated? I feel most appreciated when I get good feedback from my wife. Maybe I'm being helpful, and her feedback makes me feel appreciated. What of you?
Same here, just words of encouragement. Basically, you're doing well. You're trying. You're supporting the family and all of that.
Yeah.
Just word of encouragement. Nothing much from you. It's good enough.
Yeah.
Okay, it's time for me to pick. Okay. My turn. How do you manage quiet time alone? For me, is to start with. My quiet time starts around 11, 12 in the midnight, because that is the only time I have the me time myself. But for me, how I manage it is just to then reflect on the day's activity. I'm also thinking forward to the next day. What are my plans? What am I doing? And that's how I basically manage mine. But the timing is always anything from 12 upwards. That is when I can really have my me time.
Yeah, same. And also, like when I'm back from work, I just spend like 10 to 20 minutes in the car to 10 to 20 minutes in the car to reflect on things, and also very early in the morning before everybody wakes up. Yeah.
My name is Nandadeep Jaikar. I head Brandco in Nigeria. Basically, I'm from India. New Year in Africa and really enjoying it.
Yeah, so my name is Amit Kumar, and I am leading Adidas business in Brandco. And yeah, it's been a great journey in Nigeria, being here with the fantastic people and the great food here. Loving it. Okay, let me see. Okay, so question is, when fatherhood feels challenging, what keeps you going? Oh, interesting question. So I would say, first of all, being a father itself is a very special feeling. And when this is a special feeling, of course, it has to be managed with special technique. But we all become a parent without any formal, I would say, training or education. But I think this is the most critical thing in our life to handle. Nowadays, it is available. I mean, if anyone is planning for the parenthood and all those things, you can go and have those formal training or counseling. But for me, I think managing a fatherhood sometimes becomes very challenging, because you have a responsibility of professional commitment, then social commitment, and of course going home and then spending time with the family and the son. But what keeps me going is his smile, his love and affection towards me. Also, when I see, sometimes I feel challenging and get angry, but when I see his face, or when I see how my father has done something to me, I am today. So I should be the similar thing too for my child, and it's a special feeling. So we have to cope up with it. But what keeps me driving is his smile, his love, and what my parents has given to me. They have must felt some challenges. So yeah, that's how I see it, and I manage it. Thank you very much.
Interesting, Amit. I didn't know that you need training to become a father. That's a first. Anyway, so this is my question. I'll just read it out, guys. Do you share your full revenue with your wife? Again, it's a very interesting question, like it was from it. In fact, for me, it's the other way around. The question that you should be asking here is that, does my wife share her revenue with me? Yeah, that's more like it, and I'll give you the background. First and foremost, there is no asset or, let's say, financial instrument that I have which is in my name. It's all in my wife's name. My house, my properties, everything. The first name is wife, and then I come. So she has a choice to share the revenue, and not the other way around. And the reason we had it this way is because before my marriage, my wife was working and she was well settled. And post my marriage, we immediately had a child. Of course, 9 months after we had the marriage, we had a child, and she was off work, and this was one way I thought, or we thought, that I could empower her, and it continued. And I'm very happy that she manages it. I get my pocket money, and that's about it. So that's how I manage my revenue out of the pocket money I get from my wife.
Just for clarity of my sake, thank you for saying that. On the fatherhood training means how to be a good father, how to manage those your child. That's the training is required.
I thought it was
not to
how
become
to
a father. No, that everybody.
So, I mean, do you share your full revenue with your wife?
I think coincidentally, it's a similar story of him, because it's the same instances that most of the thing of mine is in the name of my wife. But I think financially, the management point of view, I lead it. But yeah, it is in her name. But yeah, we have a good discussion. But mostly it's a shared discussion, and we discuss and then take a call.
My name is Godna Aligwe Patrick.
My name is David Okwe Haile.
Okay. Your question.
What is something your child does that melts your heart every time? So I think it's whenever I come back from work, once the door opens, she will shout, "Daddy, welcome, how was your day?" And I mean, it actually makes me feel that she knows I've gone out to work and I'm back, and then she cares about me. She wants to know how my day was. And then the next thing she will tell me, "Mommy, I've made food, come and eat." Just immediately I come back. It's really, really, really touching. What of you?
Yeah, I also share a similar experience with you, but I'll just mention something different. So for me, it is usually whenever he tells me, "Daddy, I'm sorry." So whenever he says sorry to me, it usually melts my heart, and I bring him closer and hug him. Yeah. All right. So my question: what advice would you give to a first time dad? Yeah, okay. I would say what the doctor told me when we had our first child. So he first of all told me that he asked me if that child was my first child. I said yes. And I said, okay, you will be fine. But one thing you should keep at the back of your mind is always be there for your family. Yeah. What about you?
I think somehow a little bit close to what you said. I was scared, how am I going to handle a baby? Being a dad for the first time, trying to make sure everything is okay. So, and I called one of my friends. I was like, "Man, I'm a dad now." Like he said, "You'll be fine." Being a dad comes with, with the activities that you do every day with your child, with your family. I mean, it's like there's no blueprint. You keep on training, correcting yourself and each mistake. When the time comes to provide, you provide, school fees you pay. You make mistakes and then you'll be fine. I think it's an experience for me. Being a dad is an experience. You just enjoy it. Make sure you do the best of it.
Happy Father's Day.
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 Happy Father's Day to all the amazing fathers out there. Thank you for the support, the love. We really care about you guys. Have an amazing celebration.